Wow, another year. It is 2025, and I am going to unveil to you the most powerful thing you can do starting today to completely change your reality, right? I'm not talking about New Year's resolutions, something that you may get excited about and start, and then by the end of January, that's out the window, right? We've all been through that many, many times. I'm talking about lasting change that you can start doing right now that will completely change the trajectory of your ascension journey, of your path, of your life. If you're looking to open up to your guides, light up your third eye, get in tune with your intuition, I have got the thing that you need to do starting right now. So usually what we do is we start looking at our goals in our life and wanting to change our life by looking too far into the future. We set these lofty goals for things that we want to accomplish or markers along the path of the expected path, what our mind expects when looking into the future that we want to accomplish. And what happens is we get distracted, we get busy, and then we start to miss those goals. And you miss one and you'd be like, okay, I can get back on track. Well, then you miss another one and you're like, ooh, well, I'm not really being successful. And then these emotions start to come forward that start to weigh you down, saying, oh boy, here we go again. We're back in another pattern that I've repeated year in and year out for most of my life. I'm never going to get out of this. So you know what? I'm not even going to try to change things. I'm going to go back to doing what I do. And hey, next year, maybe I'll be in a position to really hit it head on and gain that momentum to truly seek and accomplish the change that I know I'm capable of in my life, right? How many of you have been through that? Drop it in the comments if you have. I have. And the problem is we're looking too far into the future and we're putting this enormous weight on our shoulder. Our mind thinks we have to accomplish these big milestones in order to have monumental, life-changing shifts. And that just is not true. The secret to unlocking massive change, the secret to getting in tune with your intuition, the secret to lighting up your power of manifestation, the secret to connecting with your guides, the secret to grounding, anchoring your higher self and starting to manifest new earth isn't by looking into the future, setting lofty goals, and then failing at those goals, becoming small again and rinsing and repeating. The secret is to take small, incremental steps each and every moment of your day. Now, I'm not talking about each and every day. I'm talking about each and every moment of your day. Okay, and that requires being aware of what's going on in your body, what you're feeling at any given moment throughout your day, and it starts first thing in the morning when you wake up. If you wake up and your mind starts going back to the clutter and all the distractions that you had yesterday, it just picks right up where it left off like a record, just starting to play again. You're going to repeat the same day that you had the day before, energetically. And when we repeat energetic patterns day in and day out, what happens is we start to experience the same reality day in and day out. And this pattern can go on for months, for years, for decades. That's probably why you're here, because you're finally sick and tired of living the same life over and over again. I've talked about this before. It's like living Groundhog Day over and over and over again. So in order to get out of that, we have this trauma response that we have to do these big things in order to break the cycle, right? And we try to do these big things and then we fail and then we get heavy. We feel like we've let ourselves down. We feel like we're not worthy. Maybe we don't feel confident that we could change anything. And we throw our hands up. We're like, you know what? Life just is what it is. This is the hand I was dealt. I guess I'm stuck here. Okay. And that whole time we're looking way out into the future and we are not addressing what's happening in the moment, what's happening in the present. Now, the secret is if you could bring awareness to how you are feeling throughout your day in any given moment, and then pause and reconnect with your body, that will get your energy moving. And when your energy starts to move, new ways of being start to flow. You literally become somebody new. Now, in the beginning, when you start doing this, You may not notice it right away, right? All you may notice is that, okay, I'm aware, I'm feeling a little bit off. I'm aware that my mind wants me to do the same things it's always done that didn't achieve the results that I wanted. I'm aware of all these things. I'm present with that. That's good. You may not experience anything new coming through in the moment, but what you will experience is an awareness of the old patterns. And as soon as you become aware of the old patterns, their days are limited, because when they creep up in the future, you spot them right away, right? And then you get back center again and you're present, like there are those old patterns again. Now, this can be done each and every day throughout your day. You could set a Post-it note, a reminder. What am I feeling in this moment? It's almost like hitting a circuit breaker, hitting that pause button, allowing you to break free from those mental patterns that have you repeating the same energetic pattern over and over and over again. Remember, leading to that same life over and over and over again. You hit the pause button, you get in tune with your body, you just breathe into the heart space. You breathe into your solar plexus. You reconnect with your body, and you can literally feel energy start to flow. Your mind detaches from the old patterns. That brings energy up your central channel and into your brain, and a clarity comes with it. Now, again, you may not get a message, you may not get a knowing in that moment of how you could change your life or what you need to do, but what is happening is that you are disconnecting from those old patterns. That is the most important thing you can do. So often we jump to the end result. We want to know our purpose. We want to know what we're supposed to be doing. We want to have the answer to all these questions that our mind has. Well, I can assure you, those are only questions of the mind. And the more you entertain them, the more you are trapped in the limitations of the mind. When you can recognize this, become aware of what the mind is doing and get it back into the body, breathe into the body, hit the pause button, and allow yourself to just find the present moment and be still in it, you will feel your energy moving. So you become aware of the mind, you bring it to the body, you start to feel energy moving. Really, that's the second step, right? Now your energy is moving, clarity, energy flows up to here, and you start to perceive things a little bit differently. Maybe you don't get that next action step. Maybe you don't get your path, your life path. It doesn't reveal itself in that moment, but you look back at what the mind is doing and you're saying, I'm seeing that with a little more clarity now. And that's not doing it for me anymore. Okay, so you've awakened to these mental processes, to these mental thoughts that are running from this dense, stuck energy that's been keeping you limited and keeping you small and keeping you living that same life over and over again, right? So we have awareness, then we have energy flow because we've reconnected to the body, and we make that our new habit throughout our day. We check in with the body, we allow ourselves to breathe into the heart, into the root, into the solar plexus. I've got great breathwork videos on this channel if you want to learn how to do that to further just enhance your connection with your body. Your energy will start to flow. You will detach from those old patterns, that old dense mental energy, and create space and allow for new to come through. Maybe it doesn't come through right away, but the more you create the space, the more you observe the old mental energy, the more you become neutral. When your mind is going like this, monkey mind trying to get you to do the things that have kept you in that old life over and over again, the more you become aware of that, the more you give yourself an opportunity to shift, for new to come through. So we identify the old, we connect with the body, we start to get our energy moving, and we're okay with that in that moment. We continue to do this. Start today, day in, day out. And the more that you do this, the more you will be unwiring those old mental patterns, those old energetic patterns, those old habits, and you will be installing a new way of being, which is a present and calm space, a present and calm energy, a being, energetic being, that is allowing for information quantumly to come in from their higher self. You are no longer attached to the old. You are creating space to allow for new. And as you do this day in and day out, what you're going to notice is that that new is going to start to come through. You may not have that answer today. You may not have the knowledge today, but when you least expect it, in that space of clarity, in that space of presence, that new way of being, that the breadcrumb, the signpost, the guidance to your highest life, the highest frequency timeline will start to drop in. And it won't come in through a space of looking for it. It will come in through a space of detaching from the old and finding a sense of presence and stillness within, cultivating an energetic state of being, of allowing, without seeking, without searching. Remember, that puts you in a frequency of lack. We have everything we need here. Find the stillness. That is your power. And your next steps, your mission, your purpose, what lights you up, will start to reveal itself to you. It will make itself available to you. You will be able to perceive it because your energy is not focusing into the old, into the mental, into the mind. It is focused into the body, into a sense of stillness, and your energy then starts to flow, and the information from the multidimensional you starts to make its way down into your body, up your channel, up to here where you can perceive it, and then you can start to take inspired action and lean into it, and that's when your life will start to massively change.